And we're live. Hi, this is Paul DeWarian with Awesome Dynamic, and with me is Robin. Robin, you want to say hi?
Hello.
All right, Robin runs the SEO for Awesome Dynamic, and then we also have Blake. Blake, say hello.
Howdy, partners.
All right, howdy, partners. So we're all here to talk to you about search engine optimization, online marketing, and anything else that you might have questions on. You can post those questions, and we'd be happy to answer them for you. With that being said, I'm going to share my screen, and we're going to take a look at what does Awesome Dynamic do? Well, I don't know. Well, maybe I should know, huh? Let's see. Let's see. Screen one here. And whoops, I just shared the screen to itself. Let me try that again. There we go. Okay, so we do search engine optimization, essentially getting your business found on Google. Then we do responsive web design, which is mobile-friendly web design. Amazon seller consulting, which is a great place to put your product in front of millions and get seen right away without having to spend a whole bunch of money on a website and SEO. You can get your products right on Amazon, start selling right away. And then we also do the Google Maps Business View, virtual tour of your business on Google. And I'd like to talk about that a little bit today too. But today we're also going to go through some of the most recent blog posts that Robin has been doing, and I'm going to make sure that you can see Robin's screen, so I'm going to present that now. All right, and Robin does a blog post about once a week, and it's exactly once a week, isn't it, Robin?
Yes.
Yes, and we have Blake has also been helping. He's been doing some blog posts about Amazon as well. Just really valuable information that we're finding out on the internet, and really that really needs to be acted on by small business owners. So this is a great resource for you to use to find out what you should be doing online. So we have a few here. We're going to get to those in just a moment. Wanted to flip back to the well, first off, I guess I should say if you have any questions and you're logged in with your Google account on the Google Hangouts page, you can use the green button in the lower right-hand corner to ask any questions that you have. And when I see those, I'll click the little star so you know that I've seen that. And I will answer those when the time is appropriate. So again, on the lower right-hand corner, you'll see the area to ask questions. You click the green button, put your question there. We'd be happy to answer that for you. And those of you that are with us, if you'd like to introduce us with your name, your company, and your website, we'd love to take a look at your websites, maybe give you some tips, tricks, pro tips on things that you could do to improve your presence online. That would be great. So the one thing I wanted to visit real quick is the Google tours that we're doing.
And do you want to show where they can sign up for the Awesome Dynamic email list?
Yes, I will show that since I'm on the page here. So it's set to show my screen. Yes, it is. Okay, so the Awesome Dynamic email list, if you go to awesomedynamic.com, this is what you see at the top. Scroll down to get on the Awesome list, and you can put your name, email address, and the information that you're interested in, submit that, and we'll get you on our email list. And we email out information about our upcoming events, as well as we're going to start sending out information about our most recent blog posts as well. And then coming over, well, then we also have Awesome Dynamic Academy, Robin. I want to kind of show that off before I talk about the Google tour. So would you like to talk about what that is?
Sure. The Awesome Dynamic Academy is it's basically a do-it-yourself search engine optimization. So it's great if you have a low budget for marketing because you can save money by doing it on your own time. And it's a training course of over 150 courses that we've compiled with a combination of learning styles like videos, paragraph text, and also step-by-step instructions and different websites and resources around the internet. And it makes it really easy to know what's important, what's not important for SEO.
That's right, and we're going to be growing it constantly. So there's going to be all sorts of information that we're going to be growing in our lesson archive there as things always change in the space of SEO and Google. We're going to be constantly updating these courses, adding more valuable content, resources, etc. And that's something that's going to come in at a price of $49 a month for the lowest package. Then we have Super Awesome 99 and Super Awesome, and this is supposed to be extreme awesomeness here. So we're just finalizing this website. It'll be ready to go by the end of this month, and we'll be ready to launch that program. We're really excited about it. And these webinars are part of that program too. So we're going to get a whole bunch of folks that are in the program that are going to be asking those specific questions. And just to repeat there, as you're a part of this particular webinar, you're able to use the Q&A button on the right side of your screen. It's a green button, post information about who you are, your website, your company, any online marketing goals that you have, or any specific questions about how to get found on Google, or what you'd like to do specifically with your website or business, and we'll see about answering those questions for you. So without further ado, I wanted to move right along to the Google Maps business view here. This is a really neat new program from Google, which allows you to see inside of businesses. It's connected right into Google Maps. And we can see there's a restaurant that's not too far from my house here called Divine. You can actually tour around inside the business, and you can go right outside the door. And many of you are probably familiar with Street View, where you can go down the street. So this is connected right into that. But then you can go right back inside the business and tour the total inside the business. So this is just one of many we've done. Here's another restaurant in Highland Park, Robin, near your place, called Norton's, which Tim did not too long ago. And here's my friend's yogurt place in Round Lake. Here's a really big one that we did. It's called Rick's Auto. It's also in Highland Park. That just posted live just a few days ago. It's really neat because you can tour around the inside of the business, and that is something that that is part of our portfolio that we're excited to promote. All right, just a few other places. Here's the Lake Bluff Museum. Here's a flower shop. Here's a clock shop for what's his name, David Lee, and he was at our last review party. Libertyville Massage Therapy Clinic. Again, you can tour around the whole inside.
And it's also, yeah, it's also not just something that looks pretty on your website or on your Google Plus page. It actually can get you more business as well.
Right. And in terms of not only your rankings, because if you have and your competitors don't, you definitely get a boost there. And then the other thing is people can get a feel of what your place is like before they arrive. Let's see if Cody's working here. No, he's not at his desk. All right. I'll have to call him about that. And here's the Lake Forest Chamber of Commerce. So yeah, these are some samples of the ones that we've done, but it's a really neat tool that not only gives people an idea what the inside of your place is like, but they're also adding tools in there where you can purchase from right inside the tour as well. So if you're a salon and you had some shampoo on the shelf, you can have something pop up and say, would you be interested in buying some of this shampoo? And then they could buy that. So now we haven't gotten any questions posted yet, but I'd like to flip it back to Robin here, and Robin's going to go through some of our most recent blog posts. And Robin, let me see here. And Robin's putting these blog posts out, really valuable information. Again, just go to awesomedynamic.com. You can click on the blog button at the top, and you can see the most recent post, the most recent of which is on the 14th of this month, August 2015. And Robin, do you want to tell us about some of these more recent ones here?
Sure. Which one would you like to go over? There's a couple of...
I want to start with the sneaky man down there.
Okay. How to protect your website content. This one is very important. So when you create your website, what you should have is a page, a main page with a main navigation right here, and these are each of our services. So if you have a services page, and then it has a drop down of, let's say, your 5 most important products or services. Each one of those should have their own page, and then on each of those pages you should have original content, so around a minimum of 300 to 600 words on that page with pictures, bullet points, videos, mixed media, so that you can make the website very interesting to read. So what we have here is the ways that you can protect that content that you spent a lot of time on. Right now, if anyone can go to your website and just take that, say you wrote a blog or you wrote, all about a service or product that you have, someone can just go online, copy that, and then paste it onto their website and call it their own. So what does that mean for you? Basically, Google is seeing that that same content is on your website and other websites, so you actually, your ranking can suffer from that, and you can possibly even get blacklisted as well if you're the one doing the copying. Okay, so if you've ever taken some other, even just a sentence or two from another website and put it onto your website, even if it's like let's say you sell the same product as many other competitors. If you're taking that description from the manufacturer and just pasting it on your website, you don't want to do that. It has to be original content that you write, so you just have to rewrite that same content. So once you take all of the time to do that work, you want to protect it. So here's a couple of things that you can do for prevention. One is you can check your website first. So like Copyscape.com and Siteliner.com, those are two that are really good for checking if you have any duplicate copy on your website. So we can go ahead and test one out. What website can we test?
Well, let's check out that Black Diamond Charities. They were part of our group last week. We'll see if...
Is it blackdiamondcharities.com?
I think it's org, but I'm going to double check here. I'm going to Google them.
Yeah, it's .org. Okay, so we'll just throw that in there. And we can check it on Siteliner as well. And this will let you know.
And for those of you that are in the audience, if you want us to throw your website into here, just ask a question, say, can you check my site, and give us the URL of your domain, and we'll throw that through the Siteliner and kind of analyze what we see. Back to you, Robin.
All right. So it does take a few seconds, but you can see that it tells you what kind of duplicate content you have. It says about 27% right now. It's still loading. And it tells you how many pages you have and if you have any broken links. So this is a great website with a lot of free resources. And Copyscape actually shows you if you have any duplicate content. So it looks like that it's not finding any duplicate content on this website because it will give you the specific sentences. It'll show you a page with highlights where the copy is. So this one is almost complete. We can click on the duplicate content, and it actually tells you the page that the content's on, how many words match, and the match percentage. And when you go through this, you can find exactly where it is on the page. So if I clicked on Terms and Conditions, it actually highlights where the duplicate content is. So it looks like they may have copied and pasted this, or if they wrote it and someone else copied and pasted it, that could be a reason why it's duplicate as well. So you can see a lot of this is not duplicate content, but some is. So what I would do is go back and rewrite these.
Right, and then how do we protect that?
All right, so once you've checked it and done that, some of the good ones to do are, you can actually find the website too, Who is Lookup. You can see which websites are copying you.
Mm-hmm.
So then prevention, there's a lot of prevention actions, and then after you've been copied, you can do things as well. So one of the first things you could do is WordPress protection. There are different kinds of plugins and programs if you have WordPress, and even if you have other sites, that will, all you have to do, have you ever been to a website and you right click and you can't press the copy button?
Yeah, if you want to demonstrate that, Robin, mm-hmm. I know for sure the fantasygreek.com has that. And I noticed the number of viewers we have has changed, so I want to again remind everyone the lower right-hand corner You're able to ask questions. There's a green button to ask a question. If you would, introduce yourself, your name, the company you're with, the domain of your website. We'd be glad to check out your website and see if we can offer any pro tips to help you rank better online. Right now, Robin's currently going through showing how to protect content on a website so no one's stealing that content from you. So go ahead, Robin.
All right, so you can see that I highlighted some and I'm trying to copy it, and this message pops up. It says these copyrighted images are licensed to icon SMI, so that means I can't easily copy and paste. Can I still just type it out by hand? Yeah, I could do that, but it'll defer most people. I could also take a screenshot maybe of this picture, but then you'll get this little zero counter here. So it's very difficult from this website to copy and paste some of the content. So that's a great way to prevent. We also have DMCA, that stands for Digital Millennium Copyright Act. They can actually you get like one free takedown per year. If you see another site has your content, you can go through this website and they will try and get it down for you. And it says right here, you can do the DIY version for just $10 a month and learn how to take down duplicate content of people that copied your website. All right, another one you could do is install Google Authorship on your website, and that can prevent other people from stealing your content because it actually publishes that it's connected to your Google Plus page. So.
And Robin, just so you know, Donna asked us a question which we'll address when you finish going through here. So Donna,
sure.
I want to let you know I did see that, and just so everyone knows, when you do post a question, I'll put a yellow star in the corner to let you know that I've seen that and that we will address that at the next opportune moment. So Robin, please continue.
Sure. Another thing you can do is actually contact the website yourself and see if they will take it down. Or you can get a backlink to your site. So instead of copying and pasting your article, maybe they can just link to your article back to your site. And that adds a lot of great backlink value and SEO power to your website. The other thing you can do, you can, if it gets to a point where someone's really not taking down your original photography or your text, you can actually send them a legal cease and desist letter. Another great prevention method, though, is adding just really simple badges or warnings at the bottom in your footer of your website, or doing like a separate policies page where you have plagiarism warnings. And then, yeah, this is another website you can protect your images with, but there's a lot of different steps you can do right now to protect your original content. And that's really becoming more prevalent as Google continues to get, I like to say, smarter.
Right.
So,
well, through their algorithm changes that they're constantly making, they do penalize duplicate content. That's why a lot of folks that have franchise websites where the corporation supplies all the information that goes on the website, they find it very difficult to try and rank well, and that's because the corporation's pushing this information out to so many different franchisees, and they're posting this on their website, and Google sees that this is duplicate content all over the place, and that causes a duplicate content penalty. Then furthermore, with like financial institutions or insurance brokers, a lot of the time they have to put the language that they use on their website through compliance, but they have pre-compliance approved type language, and it's easier to use that rather than to create new content. And of course, it's easier to use something that someone has already written, but you're not getting that original, fresh new content that way. So actually taking the time to do it does make a difference. Robin, you've pulled up on the screen here. Let's see. Bropples.com. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but that's the best option that I think I can say here. And if you give me a phonetic spelling to say that right, I would be happy to say that right. But Donna says, I noticed that some of the blogs that I have talked about my products with your consent have duplicated your verbiage, and that is showing up as duplicate content. Is that a problem? Website is bropples.com. And it is a problem if you don't indicate to Google that the content originated on your website. So it's okay. Well, they're not doing themselves any favors by copying what you have there and putting it on their site. So they're going to certainly cause themselves some issues by doing that. But if you don't indicate to Google through Google Authorship that you own this content, then that's something that could be hurting both of you. But if you protect your content with Google Authorship and really indicate to Google, this is mine, it originated here, and then Google sees that you have claimed authorship of that content and that you were the first one to put it up, and then they see it appear someone else, then only they will get the penalty. So that's kind of how that works. So, Robin, you're buzzing through this. Are you seeing anything
Yeah,
of
I'm just
note?
looking at a couple of duplicate content pages. It can also be duplicate content if you have similar products and you use the same, like say you have a tank top in every different color. If you use the same verbiage in the same order, and then you could have duplicate content on your own website.
And Donna told me how to pronounce it. It's a short A sound, like apples with a bra.
Rapples.
So rapples. All right, got it. And you know what's interesting, Donna? I also run my own Amazon business separate from Awesome Dynamic, and on that business, I'm actually putting up some tank top slash bra hangers specifically for those types of items, and the manufacturer's description that they put through or that they have, I automatically rewrite it. I don't even think about using what they already have because I don't even want to think about the idea of duplicating content. So it's kind of like ingrained in my head. I just need to create something unique right from the get-go. I should have posted that up on the top so we have the timing on the video here. But then she also told us how to pronounce it, so I'm going to post that up. And then Donna also says how do you identify or how do you notify, do that, contact Google Authorship? Oh, so how do you do the content Google Authorship for the content? And that is, well, Robin, you've done it more recently than I. Would you like to bring that up?
Yeah, I have a step-by-step here.
Ah, that's
Um,
convenient.
so
Is that also in our course as well?
it is, yeah.
Awesome, awesome. That's good to know. But this step-by-step guide, Blake is taking some show notes here. Blake, if you want to do a screenshot of what Robin here has, so no one copies it and does duplicate content on us, we'll take a picture of it and we'll post it as part of the show notes for this blog. Oh, go ahead, Robin.
But just a little summary. The first step is really to have a Google account and also have a profile page on Google+. Then on WordPress, you can go to put it in this plugin. And Paul, do you want me to go to the back end of Awesome Dynamic?
Yeah, that's fine. And then
Okay.
I'm gonna see what program Donna's website's in. I don't know if she has. Yeah, she does not have a WordPress site, so the same way of doing this might not apply. But we can look at the more technical aspect. But go ahead, Robin.
Yeah, we just you can go ahead and add a new plugin. So you would go under plugins under your browser, and if you have WordPress, it would look like this. And we like to use Authorship it's by Russell Jameson. Maybe it's a space.
I think it's all one word, actually.
Okay, it doesn't look like it's coming in here.
No, maybe he depreciated the plugin. That's okay. Well, you want to just find it
Yeah,
in our
or you
thing.
could just look for like Authorship.
I actually found a great article that I'm gonna put in the chat notes here on how to do that, whether or not you have a WordPress website. So, Donna and anyone else that's in the room here that's interested, there's a little icon, looks like a blue bubble with some lines in it, and that's the chat icon. If you hover over it, I just chatted out an article on searchengineland.com. It's called The Definitive Guide to Google Authorship Markup. And then, Blake, I'm going to send that to you as well so you can add it to the show notes.
Yeah, and then you just go ahead and fill out the authorship on your website. It's a really easy to use plugin, and then you can put your name in there. You have to add like a new user on the side here, and you just press add new and it'll put it in there. And then the authorship should, once you install it, you only have to do it once and it should be ready to go
Now, now
every
it's
time you write a blog.
right. So what's neat about WordPress specifically is there's these plugins that you can just install onto the website with a couple clicks, and then they already have the field set up so you can put the information in there right away. It'll ask you for certain things related to your Google account. You just paste those into the right fields, and everything gets set up. So I don't know what platform your website was built in, Donna. However, you can work with your website person, or yeah, it's something that the technical side of my web team could even help you with getting the authorship set up, because essentially I'll share my screen here for a moment. Let's see. The article that I chatted out, this is the one, Definitive Guide to Google Authorship. It's essentially getting this rel me or rel author, and that's set up on the site in the right areas, so Google can attribute that content or website text to your Google account. And then on your Google account, you put your profile photo. You essentially create a page as you are the author of this content, and it connects all those different things up. And this actually gives some of the different steps that you can do in a more manual way without using WordPress. So good question. You can see there's quite a bit to do. It is a more technical thing if you don't have WordPress, but it is possible. So, and Donna, if you have any other questions, please ask us. But Robin, anything else you want to talk about the protecting the website content that we may have missed?
Um, yeah, that's about it. It's just as simple as, doing these couple of preventative measures. And just, I would say check like the siteliner.com. I would probably check that at least like maybe once a month or once every couple months just to make sure that you are up to date and no one's taking your content.
Okay. And Donna says here she's using if by WordPress you mean a blog site, no, I use Blogger for my blog, but perhaps that's not what you're even talking about. Well, WordPress does function as a blog, but it also can function as all the pages on your website as well. So it can be a full website, and that's when we develop websites, the entire site is in WordPress. So
So like another example would be like GoDaddy.com or Square.com or
yeah, well, GoDaddy has a website builder. Yeah, there's Squarespace has a website builder. There's Joomla, Drupal. There's a lot of them out
it
there.
should say, you know what, we can just look at the bottom of the website.
Sometimes it'll say,
And
I have a little tool on my computer. It says that it's built using jQuery, Google font. So you got Google Fonts in there. It shows that there's analytics. It looks like it might have been a hard-coded site, but it's hard to tell without really digging into what you have built here. So anyhow, she says, what does it mean by broken links? That's a great question. You want to answer that, Robin?
sure, a broken link can be anywhere on your website. It could be a picture or it could be actual text that's linked to another place. Or if you go here and click that and it doesn't work, that could be a broken link. Or if you click, anywhere you can click and it doesn't go to the correct place, that would be a broken link.
All right, and she obviously found some. She goes regarding the SiteLiner scanner. So do you have the SiteLiner scanner for Brapples pulled up? So we can punch that in there and see if we can see the exact broken links that it's reporting.
Because there's two broken links, one's on the home page and one's on the catalog. Let's check that out.
Okay, so you got a one break. So it says this one in red. Can you read what that says, Robin? It's fur.
Yes, fur baby's scarf hat.
Okay, and what happens when you click on that? For some reason, it's triggering a
It's
404
saying
not
this one,
found.
yeah.
Okay, so this is a link for Brapples/catalog-all.
Here, it's the actual link. So the picture works, but the
Okay,
actual text link, when I click on it, it comes up as blank.
okay, so that's one of the broken links that you have that Google's saying, well, Google can see that, and you need to fix that. And
Yeah,
she,
and you can get notifications too if you sign up for Google's Webmaster Tools. It will send you emails when you have any problems with your site or broken links.
right. And she also says, I
There's
love the
one
interaction,
on
Donna. Yeah,
there's
let's
one
see
on
the
your
other one
home
here.
page, and it's right here.
All right.
So if I click on that, it says it can't be found. So those are definitely two links that you need to fix, and then those should be your broken links should be fixed.
And then she says, so if it's only showing two, that is probably not that much. And I would agree with you. But those are two really easy things to fix. And if in the world of search engine optimization, if you and everybody else in your competitive area have broken links, if you fix all yours and they still have them, that gives you another point for being ranked better. So it's all about getting more things done and fixed than your competitors. So that's one thing that's super easy to fix. You can just hop in there, change those links so they're there, or just remove them. So this way they're not being seen anymore, and that's going to be a great thing to fix on your site. She also says, yes, it should go to the product page. Nice catch. And the other one, Robin, you want to pull those right back up again?
Which one?
Both of them. We'll just
Oh,
review them both. I'm not sure which one.
okay.
I know there's a delay in what we're broadcasting. So there's one here on the home page, which Robin's pointing out, and it says full. What does it say?
Fur babies.
Fur babies. And then the other one is on the catalog all page, and it's underneath the fur babies.
Not the picture, just the link.
Yeah, just the text underneath the link. So that's really important to get those fixed. So you probably changed something about the fur babies scarf hat and didn't go back and update these links to go to.
Yeah, and what I would do is probably take all the links off of here and just make the pictures the links.
Yeah, you could do that. So this way you're only having to do one at a time. So because right now if you look at the code, you're linking both the text and the picture. But I think the text has some value to link. But yeah, either way.
Okay.
All right, so you want to move on to the next blog post?
Sure. Let's see, right here, we can do, we did this one last week. We can do,
Let's see.
we can try this one.
You want to do that one?
Sure.
Boost traffic.
How to correctly fill out and verify your Google Plus page. And this video is actually really good as well on how to actually fill out your Google Plus page. So there's a little bar at the top, and actually I have another article just before this, how all the Google Plus pages that were on Google Maps, if it was not verified, you will notice that it got deleted. So if you had any duplicates as well that were not verified, those are deleted as well. So even if you have an existing Google Plus page, I would go back and check it today, just to see if it is indeed verified or if it got deleted, because then you will have to re-verify. So you can tell it's verified if it shows up on, if you can go to UIBO.com, which is Get Your Business Online, and it's sponsored by Google, and all you have to do is say check my business, and we can put in and the city name. I don't have the city name, but let's see if it does it like this. Okay, it doesn't look like it's on the map. Do you know the city name?
And this is what business are we looking for?
For Brapples?
I'm looking it up right now. She's in a 630 area code, so I'm checking that out now. I was watching her video, and there was a area code at the beginning.
So 60.
That's going to be a little bit south of it. 630-339-6556.
Okay, so it looks like we can't find the business, and I'm just doing the area code.
You have 603 there. 630.
630.
Yeah, and then 339-6556.
But just the first 5. So like that?
Okay. Yeah, that should be it. Not
Yeah,
coming
it
up.
looks like you are not on Google Maps right now. So if you're not on Google Maps, that means you are not going to show up if I search like the town name and let's say okay, so 63. It looks like if we had to search, let's say like
And the
bra
tech,
straps.
and just so you know, Robin, the phone number doesn't exist in real text on the website anywhere. You'd see in that last search it didn't even show up.
Hmm.
So she's got the phone number in the video, but it's not on the website. So Google can't connect that phone number to your website, and uh, the phone number, address, and name of your business are really important things that Google uses to connect your website to their listing system. So even I kind of get the feeling by looking through your website, you don't have a storefront, and your target audience is really anybody out there on the internet, and that's okay. But then you'd want a listing that at least has that's tied to your phone number. So this way you have a Google listing that's tied to your website, and they do some of that integration using the phone number.
Hmm. And yeah, if you don't have the name, address, phone number on your site, and then you most likely won't be showing up here, especially if you don't have your Google Plus filled out.
Mhm.
So the first step would be to correctly fill this out. And there's a little bar at the top. It first tells you to verify by postcard. And then after you verify by postcard, it takes a few weeks to get to you. Or we can also fill it out um, for you. So then you get that little check mark next to it, and then you can have access to edit everything. Without verification, you can edit. You have a limited number of edits you can do, but they may not go through until you verify. So you have to fill out this sheet 100%, which means everything. So your business name, you have to add a profile picture that's like 250 pixels by 250 pixels that fits in this little circle. And then you also have to do like a background picture, your business hours, your website, phone numbers, fax numbers, and you can see that there's a manage photos button. You can add extra photos and add a virtual tour, and that'll get you to 100%.
Right. Now that's pertaining mostly to local business, and Donna's got more of a national business with and she might not want to list an address, which we understand. Having the local listing really, even if you have a national business, can give you a lot more advantages in terms of being able to rank higher, even if your target audience is the entire United States or the world. So yeah, you can't get reviews on your business through Google if you don't have a local address. There's limitations, but they do have different types of Google listings, and one of those is the brand listing. So it might be good to start there, and you still need to have a phone number. It's good to have a phone number for your business and tie that into your listing. So I'm going to take a look at a couple of things that Donna said here. She says it is an online business and wholesale. And then she also posts, so where would be the best place to put that listing info? And that's where we can take a look at some of the different types of pages. And Robin, fantastic, you've come up with the different types of pages. So go ahead.
Yeah, so you can have a couple different ones for your Google My Business page. You can have a local one, which you do have the address and you can get reviews. Brand pages are more things like, if you have a band or if you have some sort of like local following, or like Red Bull's a great example of that. You don't have a physical location, so you can't show up on Google Maps, which means you can't get the reviews either. Um, and then there's also one more for, okay, so there's individuals. So this one you don't really need to fill out for your business. Then there's communities. That one is more like kind of like a forum. But the third one that's not actually showing up on here is kind of in between brand and local. It's like local area service pages. So it's still local, but there's no address. It's more like a service area range. So a certain amount of miles, for example, like plumbers or pizza delivery, those would be good examples of that.
Fantastic. Donna says, What was that page again? The verify page on Google Plus. I realize there's a big delay, and you might answer my question after you get this question. So, if you could, Robin, go back to that page. Could you copy that link and chat it out, and also send it to Blake to put into the show notes?
Oh, sure.
All right, and then when you take, if you go to awesomedynamicacademy.com after this broadcast, you'll see a recording of this video, YouTube video, along with all the notes pertaining to this broadcast. And then what we'll do for you, Donna, we'll give you a backlink as well to brapples.com, and I'll say Donna Wilson with brapples.com attended our webinar, and that'll give you some extra link juice because that's coming from one website coming to yours, and you don't have to reciprocate, and that's the kind of backlink that you want, and that'll help help you rank a little bit better too.
Okay, and I entered all those in the group chat.
Fantastic. So if you take a look at that group chat, Donna, you can get in there and find that link, and then Blake, you got that link too. You'll put that in the show notes for us. He's
Indeed.
Indeed. That's the spirit. All right. So that's a little bit of great information about the Google Plus. So regardless of what kind of business you are, whether you're brick and mortar, local, etc., or you're national, you got to have a listing that is attached to your website, and that's really going to help you show up a lot more prominently than not having it at all.
And then here's the link, I also chatted that, is to a couple really important ones in here. After you send the postcard, you can actually get it done faster than the 2 weeks it takes to send by just clicking the Request Business Verification form on this blog. And so you have to send the postcard first, but afterwards you can fill out this sheet and you can get your business verified. Pretty much I think it takes just a couple business days instead of 2 or 3 weeks.
Right. And why do we have this special form, Robin?
That's because we're one of the only awesome, well, I was going to say awesome, the only Google trusted agency, one of the only in the area, and there's only about a handful around the country. So we have a lot of advantages of talking directly with Google and making things happen faster online, and also being able to do your virtual tour for you.
Right, and we are the most awesome trusted people. Mostly because awesome is part of our name. So Donna says here, she goes, thanks, always happy to have more link juice. And just to expand on the whole idea of links, essentially the way Google started was the more links you had coming into your website, those counted as like votes for your website. So the more you had, the better you would show up for terms related to those links. Now, although that's still true in part, there's probably thousands of other factors that go into why you come up higher than somebody else for different search terms. So it's still important to have that link juice and have it diversified, just like a good financial portfolio. But that's another topic that we could get into later, perhaps. Robin, did you want to recap anything on this page?
Just that if you run into any problems at all, you can you can actually call Google directly. So here's the phone number. It's actually not really a number, it's a website, and you press contact us and then request a call, or you could do an email as well, and you put your phone number in here. So you can say, I'm the owner, how do you manage Google on my computer? You can actually also download, I'd recommend downloading the mobile app for Google My Business, because you can directly see any reviews you get and respond to them right away, because I would recommend responding to reviews, either positive or negative, within 48 hours. Okay, so then you put in your name, your email address, and your phone number. The phone number bar is hard to see. It's like right next to here. And then you can press call me, and Google will call you, and sometimes there's a few minute wait, but most of the time it's okay, and you can get any of your questions answered.
Fantastic. One other thing, let's take a look at Donna's site, since she's on the line here, asking lots of questions, getting really engaged with us, which we love. And just taking a look at your website here, I noticed, what was the one thing I was going to point out here? Oh, the video that's here. It looks like it's just embedded on the website. It's not on YouTube.
And where's the video?
It's about see right there, the play button.
Okay.
Yeah. So putting a border around that will kind of give you an idea that it is a video that I'm about to play. So that would be something that you could do, because when you look at it like this, it's not completely obvious.
Yeah.
And
And I
then
can see a faint line right here, but it looks like a divider.
right. So getting a line around there will make it good. And then having this on YouTube will also help. So when you get your Google brand page claimed, you can connect that to your YouTube channel, and now Google's seeing this stuff that's online all interconnected with your business. So this video can rank independently and be connected to your website all at the same time. That'll give you some more ranking favor with Google. So the fact that
Yeah,
you
and
have a web
it's
video
great.
on,
You,
go
Mhm.
ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, it's great you have these social media buttons up here. I would definitely add the YouTube link here too.
Mhm. Yeah, and then when you get your Google page claimed, you can put the little Google icon up there too, the Google Plus icon. So yeah, get it. Yeah, you have this video; it's already made. It's super simple to. After you get this Google page up, it's going to be easier to do it that way. So get your Google page claimed. Then in the video section, then you can upload the video there, and it'll automatically go onto YouTube and create a channel for you, and it'll automatically be connected. Sometimes if you do the YouTube separate beforehand, getting it all connected up isn't the most straightforward process. All right. Well, let's take a look at another blog post. What do we got here, Robin?
All right. This one is for optimizing the Google Plus or Google My Business in 10 steps. So it's just a little bit more info for you. Let's see.
What are these 10 steps pertaining to?
How to fill out the Google Plus. It's a little bit more detailed, so I just wanted to point out that uh, one of the important steps once you fill it out is you can stay active on your social media. They say that every 21 days is a good indicator, because let's say you have a Facebook page and your last post was 2 years ago. Well, if someone visits that page, they could think that your business is closed and go to the next one down. So you really want to stay active on these pages, and it's better to have fewer social media sites and stay more active on them versus to have a ton and not a lot of content.
Fantastic. And then you know what, Blake? As you're taking the show notes here, can you also link to these different blog posts as well? So this way, if someone's watching the video, they know exactly where they can go to get get this content.
And I just wanted to point out some more details about it. For example, there's a lot of review guidelines on how you can get reviews. For example, you can't have employees review your site or on your Google Plus page, and you can't have family members with like if they have the same last name. A lot of times they won't. They'll take those reviews down. Then what's another one?
If you get more than one, this happened yesterday. We were talking to David Lee from the Clockworks. He had two reviews from the same person, and then they
Mhm.
both got taken down. And that's because they used two different Google accounts. I don't think it was intentional. I think that he would just flip from one Google account to the other on his phone and said, "Oh, I didn't leave him a review yet," and left him a second review.
Nice.
And that's how he ended up with two. But then, of course, Google came in and took them both away. So.
The other thing is if you have a multi-location business, you can actually use the same email account, your Gmail account, and have multiple pages. So if you have the same business name, that's okay as long as it has a different phone number and a different address. And let's see. Okay, if your business is like inside of a different, if it's inside of like, let's say a strip mall, or inside of like, there's multiple doctor's offices in one address. Even if there's not actual suite numbers on the door, just go ahead and add a suite number so that it can be a different address than the business next, in the same address. Like, so different doctor's offices could have different suite numbers.
Oh,
Uh,
one interesting thing I want to point out about Donna's site, one improvement you could make right away, Donna. Let me flip it to my screen. All right. So we'll be able to see Donna's website here. I'm on the catalog page, and when I was loading this page, it's loading quickly now. I'm gonna clear my cache here. Empty cache, hardware load. Watch these pictures and how slowly they load. See how they slowly load from top to bottom? The reason that is, that's a huge indicator right away when I see that, that these pictures are way too large. They're not sized down for the size that they should be, and this could be incurring a Google penalty, which will bring us into that other blog post that you had in a moment there, Robin, the how to know if you have a penalty. But if I right-click on this image and I open it up in a new tab, open, let's see, open image, a new tab. Look at the size of this image. My calendar's reminding me down here. So see how it's drastically larger than what I'm seeing here? That's not good. And that's also the case for all these. And the reason that's not good is because there's no reason for it to be this size when it's supposed to be this size. So optimizing your images means making sure that you go in and get the image to the correct pixel dimension. Oops. Let me see. Open image, new tab. Making sure you have it to the correct pixel dimension. There's no reason for it to be this big. So I'll show you what I mean by pixel dimension. This handy dandy measuring device here. I'll come in here and we'll go to this last one here, and I'll measure the size of this image. And right now it's displaying on the website, and down here you can see 151 pixels by 148 high. So essentially 150 pixels wide by 150 pixels tall. But if I take a look at this picture here, the image, if you look just to the right of my mouse, a little pop-up underneath, it says 750 by 750. So this should be sized down to 150 by 150, and that thing that I mentioned right at the beginning is how slowly it was loading from top to bottom. That will instantly load. So if someone's looking at your website from a mobile device and they have a 3G connection, it loads quickly. And Google takes a look at those things. They're actually sensitive to that type of information and will rank you accordingly if your website is delivering a very good user experience and how quickly that website loads. So if I take a look at page speed.
And I have those popped up on my screen.
Oh, you got the, here, I'll flip over to yours so we can take a look. You have the mobile friendly test. So we'll take a look at that really quick, present to everyone. Well, it's not working for me.
Oh, there we go.
There it goes. Okay.
So there's a lot of little different tests you can do. This one, if you just Google search mobile friendly test, this will come up, and I put your website in there, and it's saying that your text is small to read on a mobile device, the links are close together. These are all things that we can solve, though.
All right, and then do you want to do the page speed insights so we can take a look at the how Google's seeing those images?
Yes, so you get a score out of this one. Your mobile is 50 out of 100, and it tells you exactly what you need to fix. So it tells you you got to compress those images to be smaller, and you do have a couple ones that you did very well here. But then the mobile and the desktop version are different, so you do have 58 points out of 100 on the desktop. And again, it shows you exactly what to change.
Right.
It says change these by like 50%, by 49%. You can actually go to different websites or use Photoshop for that.
Right, and you can actually run that one particular page and it'll point out those particular images. And Donna's saying, okay, I might be able to do that myself in the back end. That's correct. So you can do that optimization, of course. And then she said, thank you for giving me the new size needed, 150 by 150. Excuse me. And taking a look, that might not be the size that you need for all the images. So just take a look. I'm going to go to Rhinestone. Okay, so
and you can see Google won't be ranking you very high on this page because you have 13 out of 100. And people don't always land on your home page. They could land on any page on your site. So definitely go ahead and fix this page. So yeah, these images need to be reduced is probably the biggest thing.
Donna says, hope I'm not offending any men with the all bra strap products, but they are awesome to use your word, right? That's right. That's right. So, Robin, what do you think?
Of these? My mom always yells at me when my bra straps are showing, so if I get these pretty ones, and then she'll like them.
Yeah. Good point. Good point. All right, well, we only have 6 minutes left. Thank you, Donna, for your participation. We really enjoy that. And anyone else that's out in the audience, feel free to attend the next webinar, which is next Thursday. Let me pull up the calendar here, the 27th, and the time on that is 12:30 Central Time. If you go to our website, which Robin has pulled up here, you can see all the upcoming events. The webinars on the left, the local review parties are on the right. I have my assistant Roz putting all the ones that we have through the rest of August, September, and October, because we do have quite a few more coming up, so those will be appearing on the website soon. But please return, take a look at what we have here, and you can come back and ask as many questions as you'd like. Our idea here is to answer questions about your mobile, not mobile, but just any online marketing issue, how you can improve your website, how do we get more leads, how do we get more sales, etc. That's what this webinar is for. So spread the word. Yeah, Donna, you said what we, I'm sure you appreciate some of the information you said. She says, I enjoyed it. Thanks, very helpful. If you enjoyed us, please spread the word. Have other folks come here to the webinar. You can refer business to us. We'd always appreciate that. And like I said, we'll put your website in the show notes. And if I know anybody that's looking for decorative bra straps or anything related to what you do, I will certainly send them your way. Just to recap a couple other things, Robin, do you want to again recap the Awesome Dynamic Academy?
Sure. So it's a training course that we've put together, and it should be launching in September. And it's really just a huge resource that you can use for very inexpensive do-it-yourself SEO. So if you have the time, or if you can, hire someone on your staff to do this full time, you can really boost your SEO, get more business, get more traffic to your website. And here is the list again of the different options we have.
And we're under development, but our target launch date is September 1st, and I'm really excited for this. Then, again, the other things that we do, we, of course, do the search engine optimization. We do responsive web design. So, Donna, if you need us to help you make your website mobile friendly, that's something we could do. Amazon Seller Consulting. If you're not on Amazon, that might be a place to drastically increase your sales. I tell folks all the time, if you want, I can charge you a lot of money to make a website, make it so it accepts credit cards, get it so it calculates shipping and all that stuff, and then all of a sudden you're trying to get ranked online so people can find you, and that's always a challenge, especially if you have a national target audience. But a lot of times you can just dump a product on Amazon and have a very minimal investment and start selling right away. It's an amazing marketplace. It is the #1 trusted online retailer in the world. And then we have Google Maps Business View, which we kind of went over in the beginning, and that's the tours of the inside of the business. So without any further ado, we'll say our goodbyes. I'm going to flip back to my camera here. And right now, the presenting is going to whoever's talking, so thanks for joining us. Really appreciate your time. Robin, you want to say goodbye?
Bye.
All right, and Blake? He's on mute.
Sorry about that. Don't want my loud keyboard messing with y'all, but hope you all have a good day.
Yes.
And thanks for joining us.
All right, and thank you so much for your expertise, Robin, and Blake. Thank you for all your time and attention to the notes. That's going to be really helpful to folks.
You're very welcome.
All right. See ya.